Oh, there we are. There we are. Well, I am always doing a lot of thinking. I was doing a lot of thinking this morning. I'm good at this. I'm good at talking. I'm good at sharing some ups and downs we have in life. And me talking about anything seems to draw a lot of interest. I'm not totally sure why, but I guess we don't have to figure out why in everything in life. And this show started out as a guy just kind of needing to talk. And uh, I'm not totally sure if it's on the right path right now, but I want to keep it going in some form or other because I think it's what I'm good at. Good morning, Josh. But I also don't want to have to explain the minute details of everything that happens in my life. There's it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I was working as a waiter at a restaurant for 4 months in Naperville. The time had come for me to leave it, and I did. And whether I was fired or left, it's not really that relevant. But I have people. Uh-oh. Making it sound like they're cracking the biggest secrets in life. They've solved the answer to the universe. I got this guy I blocked 25 times, keeps posting, oh, you were fired at 64. It's 100% confirmed. And my point isn't that it bothers me at all, but I just don't want the details of the smallest issues in my life, whether I yelled at somebody or whether I got a flat tire or it was really a transmission issue, to be torn apart and picked apart, because that's not what this show is about. Whether I said this about him or she said this about me, or you've all probably played the game telephone, and you can whisper into an ear and it goes around the room and the message comes out totally different than the message that started. And for some reason, the analysis, okay, because here I am, I'm sitting in a hotel room right now. I don't want to have 50 people hop on today and go, are you still living in your car? Where are you living? Where are you working? And I don't know if you get it, but it's probably my fault because I still, because this is what I've done. And so perhaps I've done it wrong. Perhaps I've done it wrong. Because I don't want to make the minutest details of everything. If I allude to going to have an appointment later in the day, it feels like there's people wondering how it went. And I'm not that important. I'm not that important at all. At all. And it makes me wonder. So I want to keep doing this because... Hold on, I'm going to try it again. First, you don't succeed. Trying again. I brought my coffee over. It's very filled. I'm drinking a hotel coffee out of a little baby coffee maker. The coffee maker downstairs wasn't finished. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Sunday Sugar. So I'd like to do this show. But I'd like you to imagine I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Because I don't want to spend any time debating why I left a certain restaurant. Who the hell cares? I'm a waiter. We weren't getting along. Believe me, it was mutual. If they fired me, maybe I could go collect unemployment. I just didn't think they did. And maybe I should. But it's just so weird because I had somebody keep saying it's confirmed he was fired. Confirmed? What does that even mean? And who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? And who the hell cares whether, you know, and it's my fault. I think it's my fault for the way this show's grown because I've gone through a lot of transition and it's become um, a daily show for me. And maybe that, I mean, it's got to be my fault. I mean, I could always turn it off, but I don't want to turn it off because there's something to this. There's something to this. But I think the endless engagement is totally unneeded by me. You know, I'd like to be able to say good morning to Ryan who hopped on, or thank you for sharing the live, or thank you for liking the live, and Tanya, good morning to you. But again, I just don't want to have to explain it. And I don't know what I should do about that. I don't know what I should do about that. And I don't want to turn it off for a bunch of reasons because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this first and foremost. But anyway, good morning, Sandra Lynn, and good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is, maybe the problem is the interaction on the show. Because if somebody's doing a stand-up or a speech or a TV show or a podcast, they're not having constant engagement with an audience. Because if I was a comedian and I was doing a stand-up show and telling a joke and somebody kept hopping in and interrupting my joke and saying, hey, you still living in your car? I'll get back to that. I'm telling a joke over here. Hey, how'd that interview go? Do you understand? Do you understand? So it's my fault because I'm doing it wrong. But I think I have a gift for talking. I think you guys like hearing my voice, my cadence, either love or hate me, which is just so weird. I'm not that noteworthy. Yeah. But anyway, I'd like to do it different. And I don't want to stop it because honestly, well, thank you, Golden Queen. I'll tell you what. I don't like to give you the minutest details, or I don't want to give the minutest details, but I can tell you how good it felt to sleep on a bed last night and to take 2 hot baths yesterday. I had been cold for the last 5 weeks. For the last 5 weeks. It wasn't that bad, but I was getting mentally worn out. And yesterday, I think it came to a head. And I was feeling depressed in the morning and achy and tired. And I had a free day, which to me seemed horrible because I'm going, okay, what am I going to do? I'm cold, I'm achy, it's 5 a.m. You know, I'm in my car and it's the day before Christmas Eve. So I was talking to a friend and I was talking to a friend and I don't know if it was her idea or my idea. And she said, hey, it's Christmas. Go stay in a hotel for Christmas. And I looked up this hotel and it was surprisingly cheap and surprisingly clean. And I'd heard not great things. And I kind of walked in skeptically and looked at it. The lobby was clean. And there were 2 nice women smiling behind the front desk. And I started talking to them and we had fun. And I posted a Google review. They gave me $10 off or didn't charge me for the early check-in if I did a Google review. And I took a picture with the woman at the front desk. It was fun. But hello, Julie Flanagan. Speak of the devil. But anyway, again, it is, I don't know. This is a show about me talking. And it's a show I got to fix in some ways because I don't want to have to explain the minute details, or I don't want you to care. Somebody just posted Stardust. So somebody out there cares enough about the hotel I'm staying at to speculate. And I just find that so weird. Because who cares? Who cares? Why do you care about me so much? And maybe I'll say this for the people that love me or hate me. I'm just a guy that is going through stuff and talking about it a little. And I'm not trying to, I don't know, pick up women on this site or make enemies. And it just seems weird that it sometimes feels like it's coming to that a little bit. But anyway, again, it is, like somebody just said, all you talk about is Naperville. You know how many times I'm told that all I talk about is something? I've had people say all I talk about is money, sobriety, Naperville, relationships. And it's not true. I talk about kids, talk about being a dad. I talk about being divorced, talk about hurting, sobriety, and important stuff. And if we put the focus on what hotel I'm staying, I kid you not, there's people on here that took videos of me walking into my old restaurant and would be calling my old restaurant and saying they're never going to go there as long as I'm working. It's just so weird. And I think things happen for a reason. And I think my time was done there. And their time was probably done with me. But it's just so weird. And I don't want this to be weird. I want this to be good and feel good. And but honestly, again, I'll say like I have an appointment and people start speculating what that appointment is, it's probably an interview. I hope your appointment goes well. And if it goes kind of okay, it's just hard for me to have to explain it to 800 people how the interview goes. Well, okay, it went okay. It didn't feel like a good match. And then we have people speculating as to why it wasn't a good match. And it's all my fault. I haven't even gotten to the Merry Christmas. So anyway, let me just skip all that. For those that have been watching a while, this is not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And you can see, how cool is that? You can see how full the cup is. Well, you saw me. I got shaky hands. I had to reach over there and bring the cup here, and I burned myself. They got free coffee in the lobby. I went down. Apparently, they don't have free coffee at 5:30. But fortunately, we had a couple of these packs and one of these little baby coffee makers. And I don't know, just thought it was fun. Why fill it to the top? Well, because I poured water into the coffee maker, and this is how much came out. It didn't have a coffee pot where I filled it like this. Do you know what I mean? The cup is the coffee pot, and all the coffee goes in the cup. So it overflowed because I probably filled up my cup and said, well, some will be lost in evaporation. I had to pour a little more in. So again, my fault. But anyway, I am excited to have my first sip of coffee at this early hour on this Christmas Eve morning. And my hope is wherever you are. Ow! Fuck! I don't even know what's going to happen. See, I'm not perfect. Well, I appreciate you guys handling that well. I don't even know what that's going to happen. I'm going to get banned from social media. My account's going to be taken from all platforms. See, I told you he wasn't that nice. I told you. I knew it. But anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip, and my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you. Cheers to us. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've been on the road, as you know, because I've been living in my car for the last 6 weeks and going to Dunkin' Donuts and going to Starbucks and this and that. And getting coffee with cream or coffee with pumpkin spice. And I was hooked on the Starbucks cream and pumpkin spice for a while. And was starting to get a little tired of it yesterday. I went to Starbucks right after I did my show. I think I did my show with Starbucks coffee. And I was kind of drinking and I'm going, this flavor's starting to get to me. And I will tell you what, it feels good to be drinking some coffee black at home. This isn't really my home. It's not. But I was talking to my friend who suggested I join, and I told her, hey, you, I'm taking my second bath of the day. Don't make me ever check out. Don't make me ever leave here. And I don't know how I'm going to make that happen because I'm kind of between jobs. I think I have a good job that I'm excited about coming down the road, or at least I think, God willing, that I'm going to get that job. But you know how it is. I know it's the holidays. They could say, hey, we need you January 10th. And I'm going to go, crap, it's December 24th. January 10th's a long way away. When I said I needed a job, I really meant I needed a job. Maybe you missed that in the interview. I said it like 4 times. Hey, I need a job. Just in case you missed it, I need a job. This one excites me. I'd be really good on this one. So we'll see. But, and again, it's easy to worry about and think about. And, but it doesn't do any good to worry about or what have you. Somebody said Amazon delivery is decent. Great exercise. Ryan, I worked for UPS for a while, and I know they hire seasonal work. But the season's over. The season's over kind of today. It would have been good. I did it 2 or 3 years ago, and it was great exercise. It was great exercise, carrying packages in and out all day. And it was fun because people get excited when you bring a package to their door. People don't get excited when they see a realtor coming up to knock on the door or what have you, to solicit something. The reason I say that is because I was a realtor knocking on doors for a long time. But anyway, let's have a little more coffee. Oh. So it's Christmas Eve, and I went to church last night. I talked on my show yesterday and said I was feeling bad. I was feeling crappy. I had a lot going on. I was feeling negative in the morning. And I thought of the Christmas service that we had at 6:30 last night and said, okay, I don't know how I'm going to make it in life, but I'm going to make it to this church service. And I'm going to get there tonight. And I made it last night, and there were beautiful lights and beautiful trees. And it was just a little shorter than normal. It was probably 45, 50 minutes. But beautiful service. And at the end, and it's a big church, that could probably seat, 300-400 people if it was filled. They passed out these candles, and they lit a candle, and one thing led to another, and we were singing Silent Night, and all the candles were lit throughout the church, and it was just really beautiful. And it felt good going, and I almost wish, I don't want to make this show about spirituality necessarily either, but I think for me it's been pretty darn important and got me through a lot of really, really hard times. And sometimes you just need something to go to that night, to get you through the morning when you're not feeling so good. And that was me yesterday. And yeah, As smiley and happy as I generally am, I think I'm one fraught with emotional swings. And I think I've had hate, for lack of a better word, in my heart for the last 6 or 7 years. And I woke up this sometime during the night and started thinking about it and started going, hey, I got to get this hate out. I got to get this frustration, these bad, yucky feelings. God, help me get these, stop struggling with this hate in my heart because it hurts to have there, God. And God kind of said, it's okay. And just changing my attitude about the hate or the yuckiness that I had in my heart made me feel better, made me feel less hateful, made me care less. Not that having hate is okay, but it's okay to feel it once in a while. You don't want to, but it's an emotion. And I think I've been trying to do things to get it out and change things and make things different and see things different. And it wasn't working. And I was fighting it. And I don't think you can fight your emotions or your thoughts. I think I used to think I could fight my emotions or fight my thoughts and try and, like, not literally push them out, but if I was stressed, try and get the stress out of my head. And as they say, what you focus on expands. Yeah. Good morning, Chipbot. How are you? How are you? We got a nice audience today. We have a nice audience today. And I tell you what, as most mornings, I was hesitant. You're just leaving work? Get home and get some negative. I was reading a negative comment. Get some coffee with your wife. Get some coffee with your wife. She misses you, Chip. She needs her chip back. So let's have a little more coffee. Oh, I hope they make more coffee in the lobby at 6. I hope they make more coffee in the lobby at 6. I hope they don't wait till 7. I'm picking up my little nuggets of love, my Augie and my Eve, at 8:30 this morning from their mama's house. And as crazy as it sounds, because this is a small room, but it's kind of child-proofed. I might bring them in here, maybe stop on the way or do some other things, or maybe go to the gym so they can play with some other kids if the kid room's open. I don't know if it is. But then come here and hide in my bed, pull the covers over me, and just pray that the things work out with the kids. Pray that the things work out with the kids. And things will work out with the kids. And it's going to be a great, great day. And I'm excited about my day. Good morning, Merry Christmas. How are you? How are you? Oh, I think I might have just a bit of a temperature today. I think that was kind of wearing on me. I think that didn't feel too good in the car. It's hard to get really good rest in the car. And sometimes it's hard to keep going in the car. It's probably not supposed to be easy. Maybe that's why I did it, just to see if I could. I can. Went to lunch with a buddy yesterday, and he was kind of curious. He goes, what was it like when it got really cold? And it didn't get really, really cold. It got down to 6 degrees was the coldest nighttime temperature, which is pretty darn cold. But I mean, it can get colder here. I'm glad it didn't. But the weird thing is when you're kind of in this warm, humid pocket of sleeping bag, heating blanket, and every crack in the sleeping bag is allowing cold air in, and you feel little cold spots, and you got all this humidity around you, and you gasp for some fresh, unhumid, unrebreathed air, and it's 6 degrees. And it's 6 degrees. But it's Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve. And I'm looking forward to my day. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow too. I don't know how long I'm staying in the hotel. I might just see how long we can. And see where life leads us. Hello, Fabio. Merry Christmas to you from Germany. It's good when we get an international viewer. Sometimes we have a mass amount of international viewers, and that's always fun. I think today my guy from Germany was my first one. Life after 60 is a very spiritual way to look at things. He likes to think he was born the same evening Mary was in labor with Jesus. Hello from Australia. How are you? Oh, somebody's asking if I have Venmo or Cash App. I think my Venmo's Coffee with Ken. I think it's hashtag Coffee with Ken. I think. It's sure on my Instagram account if it's not. So go look at my Instagram account. It's there. No, I don't think I'm going to sing to Life After 60. Somebody's down in Arizona for a month. How fun is that? Is it fun? Like I said, Frenchie, it's on my Instagram account, and I just did. It's Coffee with Ken. So I appreciate the thought. You don't need to, but I do appreciate the thought. It's sweet of you. Is that Blue's Clues? I'm not sure. But anyway, they were playing Name That Tune at church last night. Or they weren't doing Name That Tune. They'd start with a church song and bring the microphone over. They'd do like 2 verses and bring the microphone over to somebody in the audience for them to finish the next verse. And one of them was Crazy Hard. I probably got 2 out of 4 right, or 2 out of 5 right. But one of them was Crazy Hard and thought they had absolutely no chance. Good morning, Love Chai. Was it the Muppet Show? I think that was the Muppet Show. I think you're right. I think it was the Muppet Show. I didn't know where that tune came from. Do you remember the Muppet Show, Tanya? Do you remember that? Guess you do. Seems so long ago. It seems so long ago. But I want to thank you so much for joining today. This felt good. This felt good. I wish I would have had some more coffee, but there's more downstairs. This felt good. And maybe somehow, some way, I can keep doing this and not worry about answering every question. And I'll tell you, I struggle with that. I struggle with that. I always have. Felt it was rude. As a realtor, I thought it was a missed business opportunity. Not pursuing every lead, not getting back to every comment, not engaging with every human being. But I don't want to engage with every human being. And maybe that's a really good lesson in life for all of us. If there's somebody in your life that's always being negative or saying mean things or trashy or whatever, that probably shouldn't be in your life. Yeah. But, yeah. Love Chai calls them boundaries. Love Chai calls some boundaries. Yeah. Sounds more well thought out than just ignoring. But I kind of like the ignoring as well. But anyway, is it Tuesday morning? It is Tuesday morning. It is Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve. I want to thank you so much for joining. I want to thank you so much for joining today and being a part of my show and following along in my journey. Maybe I'm not going to let you follow quite as closely as you normally have. Maybe I will. Who knows what tomorrow brings? But today, I think it was healthy in realizing that I didn't need to engage with everybody or every commenter or whatever, or answer every question, because that's just tiring. Thank you, Love Chai. That's very sweet of you to say. Lisa Smith, you have a wonderful Christmas as well. Sandra Lynn, thank you for watching and all your love and support you've given me from the other side of town. I appreciate you. Hope your kids have a wonderful Christmas. Hope you buy them some Mariano's donuts. I bet you will. Maybe get them a Starbucks gift card and take them there. Get a pumpkin spice something or other, or a peppermint mocha or something like that. But Tanya, you have a wonderful day too. I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you are having a great morning. I hope your week started out well. Hope you're excited about your day. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're loving yourself. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.